Hello and welcome. My name's Beck and you're watching Beck's Crafty Nook. Have you ever started a blanket pattern and lost interest halfway through and nearly at the end and never been able to complete your project? You are not the problem. The way we're making the blanket is the problem. Today, I'm going to show you a really simple hack that completely flips the script. So instead of it feeling like a total slog to get through your project, we're going to get through it quickly and efficiently, and you're going to have all of your squares made before you even know it. And once you see how this is all laid out and done, it's going to click for you. So we're going to be using this hack on my Rapid Round Granny Square blanket pattern. It requires 12 squares, all made the same, and I believe there's 12 rounds. We can also use this productivity hack on the Persian tiles blanket. So instead of making every square from start to finish and 12 of those, we're going to build them up in stages. And then the hack is we're going to finish them in reverse. So by the time you get to your last square, you've already made 11 full squares. So what's one more? So in this video, I'm going to bring you along while I challenge myself to do this exact hack. I'm going to make all 12 squares for my Rapid Round Granny Square pattern in 2 days. I'll be timing myself as we go, and by the end, we're going to find out how long does it actually take to make all of the squares. And I bet it's going to be so much fun that we'll do another video and we'll do the Persian tiles blanket. And there's 16 squares in that one. I'm not sure how many rounds. There could be 16 to 20 rounds, but we'll work that out next time. Okay, so I'm ready with a new color palette to get started. And this is what we're doing. And these are the yarns that I've chosen. So we're going to work top to bottom. And so for the top color, I ended up going to our cheap shop because they've got a lot more colors in the knitting yarn than what they do in the Four Seasons Marvel that I normally use from Spotlight. So we have watermelon, and then the next color is like a yellowy color, but there wasn't any yellows that matched, so I went with this peachy color, which is called apricot, and it's a little brighter than the Four Seasons one. Then we did use a Four Seasons because this is a very specialized color, the duck egg blue. Then we went for green. You can see those two together. And then for the final color, they also didn't really have anything like this in the Four Seasons. It's called Marvel Blue. So that will be our outside round. And we're going to pair it with white. Also, like, this is a little cheaper, scratchier, but it's easier to use. It's very slightly thinner for the 3.5 hook. And then I've got my iPad to time it. We're going to time and lap. I'm not going to film the whole thing every time, but we'll update as we go. So the first few rounds, we probably can just speed up the footage, but then after that, it'll take a while. So the first few rounds, let's look at made a lot of sample squares. So let's look at the square. This is it. It is, pretty sure it's 12 rounds. So round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 11 rounds. 11 rounds. And my advice with the color palettes is just to make sure that they're all not too light of a color. So these were equally as bright. We have this very pale color in this color palette, and I believe it's going to be the waffle stitch round. So if you have a very pale color or you have a variegated color, this is a great place to pop it in. The first few rounds, probably up until here, are only going to take a few minutes each. And then as we get to the outer rounds, they all take about 10 minutes each. So if you're having to do each square from start to finish, it's 1.5 hours per square. So let's see how long it takes us to do the hack. Also, I should mention the hack is this. We are going to do, it's probably easy to show you again. We're going to do square 1, round 1, and then we're going to stop. Then we'll do square 2, round 1 and 2, stop. So we've got 2 squares made already, or started. Square 3, round 1, 2, 3, stop. And then when we get all the way to square 12, we're going to work our way backwards. So here is a visual of one that I've already done. And then let's get started with this one. I got a little lap tray that I like to work from. We can see it. Ta-da! So I got my little tray here, sitting on the couch. There's the doggies. I already have a white open. Ta-da! And let's start. And then each round we'll do a lap. And at the moment I've only got about 2 hours before we have to go get the kids from school. Round 1 finished. Lap. Minute 45. Actually, let's stop because I've got to get my, do my center pull. Boop. And sometimes when we have this, I just and start from here. And then that way we've got, this is set up with a center pull and we're not going to have to mess with it too much. Okay, so let's start again. Oh no, we're doing it wrong. Square 1, round 1, stop. Do another round 1, then round 2. Okay, so we're gonna lap. This is square 2. But we're still gonna have that total time. Doing my own challenge wrong. So square 2, round 1. And round 2. It's also a good way to memorize the pattern because you're doing the same rounds over and over. Okay, square 2, round 1 and 2. Boop. And put it down. We're gonna lap, pause. So, where are we? Okay, so that took 5 minutes to do round 1 and 2. Oh no, we've been working 5 minutes total. Round 1 took 1:44. Well, I am confused. Alright. Yeah, we're on lap 4. Square 3. Let's go. We're at 5 minutes. So we do round 1, 2, and 3. Round 1. Round 2. Okay, square 3, rounds 1, 2, and 3, and stop. And that took us 5 minutes for the square. So far we've been working at 10 minutes and we've got 3 squares started. Let's go to square 4, start. where we do rounds 1, 2, 3, and 4. Round 1. Round 2. So that's what's left of our yarn buff. I don't think we'll get another row out of that, so we'll put that aside and we can work from the ball. We'll do round 3. Alright, that's round 3 complete. I've got to start a new ball, so we're just going to pause while I get the middle out. That's not too bad. So I'll leave that attached and just get it to the start. Alright, round 4. Okay, square 4, round 4. Left, stop. Been working for 20 minutes. I just saw my concentration face then. Whatever that was. It's looking cute. This round takes a little while because we have some bubble stitches there. So it took 10 minutes from start to finish on square 4. And we are up to square 5. Just lay these out on my table and give you a little look and see what we're doing. Here's my little table, and if I wasn't filming all soon when we don't film in between, ooh, KFC, so it's 11:30, I can watch something on my phone. I love this little lap desk, so I have like my couch, the ottoman, David, and I just wedge this in between. It's not even sitting on my legs. So we've got round 1, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to continue on. The next few squares are going to get take longer to do, but that's not bad for 20 minutes work. So let's keep going. Okay, so I'm going to start the clock, get started on the square, and then I'll meet you back when I'm finished, and we'll have a look how long it took us and how many minutes we're into the project. So I've been working for 20 minutes at the moment. We'll see where we are at the end of round 5 on square 5. Get started. Go. Okay, we have square 5, 5 rounds. It took 16 minutes start to finish on just this square, and we've been working for 37 minutes. So we have 5 squares started. On to the next one. This is square 6, 6 rounds. We just hit the 1 hour mark. This square took 24 minutes to complete from start to finish, and we're halfway through of our 12 squares, but psychologically you feel like you've finished 6 small projects. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long it takes to do the 12, because it takes an hour and a half to do just one all the way from the start to the finish. So we're going to keep going, and then we'll see how long it takes to do the actual 12 all together. I have a feeling it's going to be a shorter amount of time than an hour and a half each if we're halfway through at the 1 hour mark. So let's keep going to square 7, 7 rounds. Okay, I just finished square 7, 7 rounds. I'm still very excited to keep going because I haven't seen the full color palette yet, or the full square. And it looks different every single round that you go. The next one's going to be white. And then we get to add our green color in and finish off with this dark blue. So it's going to be pretty cool. This took ages. It took 43 minutes, but I was editing the video at the same time. So it probably took, I don't know, 5 minutes more than what it should have. We've been working for an hour and 40 minutes, so just longer than it takes to do one full square. So I'm still feeling pretty motivated. I'm going to give you a look at my little table because that's very satisfying as well. And then we'll get on to square 8. Here's how the table's looking. We can see the progression through the color palette and it's looking really good. So let's go to our next square. Oh, and we swap dogs. Here's Latte. What are you doing? Hey? We swapped doggies. Yes, we did. Here's Day. Yeah. We had a little break and we picked up the kids, and then I came back and I finished square 9. Well, I haven't finished yet. I got up to round 8, so we're the same. And I just wanted to say that it took 35 minutes instead of 43, because remember when I was making the last square, I was editing the video at the same time. So we've got that, and we've been working for 2 hours and 20 minutes so far. But I haven't finished this round, so I'm going to come back when I finish. And I got a cute little friend. I got a little birthday present from my friend. It's little, they're not squishmallows, they're snackles. So cute. So he can go up there in the background. So I'm going to keep going the next round, and then I'll come back and tell you how long round 9 took from start to finish. Okay, funny enough, I'm back just 10 minutes later, so it was 42 minutes to finish the square with our next round. So square 9, 9 rounds. We're going to start square 10, and so we've only got 3 more squares to do until we start working backwards, and we're only 2.5 hours into the project. I think that's not too bad. Because I'm pretty sure I figured out an hour and a half times 12 is like 18 hours. I was going to say that's not right, but it probably is, because it's 12 hours plus all the halves. So I feel like this might take 4 hours, and then twice that working the way back would be 8 hours. So we'll see. We'll see how long it takes, but that only took 10 minutes. So the rounds from here on out, we've got some simple rounds. We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 more rounds to go. Yes, because there's 3 more squares. And then when we get to the last square, we'll do that one last row because we're working our way backwards. Anyway, each one of those rounds from now on takes about 10 minutes each. They're super fast rounds because, as you can see, this is just a double crochet, so nothing too difficult. So let's get on to the next one. Okay, we are 45 minutes later. It feels like they're all taking around the same time because the last one was 42 minutes. I wonder if I'm getting faster every round because of doing the same thing. So yes, square 9, 9 rounds. Got 1 more color to go, but there's white in between here. And yes, looking good. I'll come back with square number 10. Forgot to say, our total time is 3 hours and 14 minutes. So not bad. I think we're going really well for time. Okay, square 10, 10 rounds. Very excited. The color palette is like, not sure, but I'm pretty confident it's going to be awesome once we put that blue on the outside edge. So we have 2 more rounds to go. Yeah, so we're going to start 2 more squares. And let's talk about the psychology of doing this, because I'm still feeling very motivated to get at least all the squares finished today. And then tomorrow we'll probably work our way backwards because it'll probably be bedtime by the time I finish these 2 squares. This one took 54 minutes. So we're getting closer to that like hour and a half time that it's going to take. So I'd say the next one will take an hour 10 or an hour 15, and the last one will take an hour and a half. That's not too bad. There's going to be 2 squares that take quite a long time. But then you're like, I've only got 2 more squares to go. So that keeps you motivated. We are on 4 hours. So maybe that might take us to 6 hours, but 2 6s are 12. So we still might finish it way before the 18 hours. I feel like it's quicker because, I don't know, I feel a little more excited because I feel like I'm getting a lot done. So by the time we get those next 2 done, we're going to have 3 that are very close to finishing. we're also going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares that are at least half done or more than half done, which you think, oh, there's not that much to do. And then you have just your little ones that will take a little bit longer to do. But by the time like you have this big pile done, plus our other two, you're going to feel so motivated to get it all finished. Also, when you tell yourself, I only need to do square 1 to round 1, square 2 to round 2, square 3 to round 3, at the moment, I'm feeling like I have finished the task. Like I've finished this square, I've finished this square for what I wanted to do and what I wanted to achieve. And even if that's all we get done today, you're like, I've finished that task and I've started 12 squares. And then tomorrow, when you work your way back down, you'll be finished all of the squares. So it makes you really motivated to finish your pile of squares. Whereas if I had have made squares start to finish today, we would have got maybe 3 done. I have been making some other squares. I've been making these ones from start to finish, and the most I've gotten done in a day is 2 of them. So it feels like it's taking forever. I think I've done 3 full ones. And I'm pretty motivated to get it done because I think it's going to be a really cool blanket. But to sit down and have to spend an hour and a half, or know that I've only got time to do just 1 full square today, not as much motivation. So if I can finish this in 2 days, we will make a whole blanket in about 4 days. So that is pretty exciting. So I'm going to get to the last 2 squares. I'll still update you after each square. And then I think we'll probably call it a day. It'll probably be 10 o'clock at night. It's now 7 o'clock at night. And then that'll be bedtime, and we'll come back tomorrow and see if we can work our way down and get it finished. But I'm still feeling really good, really motivated. I'm just chilling out and watching some podcasts on TV. Okay, we're back and it's Saturday. I didn't manage to get square 11 finished last night, but there is not much to do. So there's this round, 1 more round, and then we've got just 1 more square to do, and we get to see the finished color palette. I'm up to 55 minutes on here. So we'll see how long it takes for round 11. And yeah, we're just chilling on the couch with Lucy and the dogs because it's Saturday. I'm in my PJs. So I'll update you when this is finished. The other thing I had to mention is square 8 footage is missing. It mustn't have been recording. So yeah, I was editing at the time. So it took about 45 minutes. Yeah, 43 minutes. But then the next square took 42. And that's because I was editing at the same time. So it's probably more like half an hour. Anyway. Okay, square 11. Round 11, and there must be 12 rounds, so we're going to do 1 full square from start to finish, which is square 12. We're on 5 hours 24 minutes and that round took, as long as I thought it would, 1 hour 14 minutes. So the next square should take an hour and a half. So then we'll be at 7 hours, but 2 7s is 14. So we're still going to shave a lot of time off if we take the same amount of time to go down the other way. So let's see. Okay, here we are, 1 hour 18. Yep, 1 hour 18, nearly 7 hours, 6 hours 40 minutes altogether. There's our last one, 1 hour 18. So it didn't take an hour and a half. We did it 10 minutes early. Here is block 12, 12 rounds. And I think the blue finishes it off. So now we have this cute little stack. We have a pyramid, a pyramid of blocks, and they're all started. And now we're just going to work our way backwards. And so we have a finished block. And then the next block only needs 1 round, which will probably take 10 minutes. The next block only needs 2 rounds, 20 minutes. The next block, 3 rounds, 30 minutes. And then by that time, you've just got this little pile to do. You'll have all of this finished. So can't wait to get started on our reverse and see how long it takes. But looks like we're going to shave like 4 hours off having to do every block start to finish, which is huge. So I'm going to have a little break and come back and we'll do the rest of the challenge. So this is the yarn that we're left with. We don't have much white, but I do have some more balls, and we're about halfway through the duck egg blue. So we're going to start with our pile here, and I'm going to turn it upside down. On the left is the unfinished, and on the right is the finished. So let's get started with the next block. And we're back. That took 8 minutes. Well, 9. So like I said, about 10 minutes. Pop it on the done pile, which is so satisfying. And we'll get on to the next one. And that was 23 minutes, just a little bit longer. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're only 7 hours total. Chuck it on the done pile. 3 finish. It feels so good. It feels like it's just flying by now. Next. And we're back at just 35 minutes. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Nearly up to the 8-hour mark. Pop it on the done pile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking so good. Next. And we're back at just 35 minutes. Still super quick. And on the done pile. And let's just keep flying through. Okay, we are 8 hours, 25 minutes in. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished squares. That is not bad. It feels really good too. They're looking great. Because normally I could only do 2 per day, so that would only be 4, and I still have time to do more. So we've finished all like our half finished squares that were this just took half an hour to do. So it was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20, 25, 35 minutes. So the next square should take us more like 45 plus minutes to do. So we'll see if we get through them all, but I think we'll definitely get through them before 18 hours. Like, it's not going to take another 8 hours for sure to get through 7 squares that are half done. So we'll keep on going and see what happens, but this feels really good. And I can't wait to join them, but we will have to weave in the ends first, which is, a podcast. That's a 2 or 3 hour podcast. But, yeah. Feels good. Feels good to have a wad of squares. Square number 6. Can't believe it. 6 done. Fully finished, except for weaving in. And it's 6:30, so we got time for 1, maybe 2 more. There's puppy dog. So, yeah. Oh, and then we're up to 9 hours, 13 minutes altogether. Not bad. So, I think I've got 6. Oh, we're halfway through. Okay, got another 6 to do. Right, square 7, finished. That took about 55 minutes. We are up to 10 hours and 10 minutes. And it's 7:30, so we've got time for just one more before bed. We are on day 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares done. So 10 out of 10 motivation for this hack. We've got heaps done. We have this many left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on this one. So that's nearly finished. That's only got 3 rounds to do. And our next question is, can we get all of them done before the 18-hour mark with this hack? Motivation 10 out of 10. I would definitely use this. 10 hours. Nearly 11 hours. So surely 4 squares is not going to take 8 hours, but we shall see. So I'm going to keep going. Okay, I am back for a final update. Unfortunately, we have lost Yarn Chicken. There is no more white left, so we ended up with 9 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 10. Okay, I have an extra square here. 1 sec. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 9. 9 squares. This is number 10, nearly finished. And then we had 2 more to go, which they're basically full squares. But psychologically, this feels great. Still completely motivated to get the last 3 done because look, we already have all of these. Why wouldn't you finish now? And I've got the numbers. So we estimated that normally from start to finish, each square would be an hour and a half, and that equals 18 hours for the 12 squares. We are up to right now 16 hours and a half, 27 minutes. We've only, no, 16 hours, 27 for the full project, but because we've still got 2 to go, we saved an hour and a half on the full project. So it's not that much time, but it kind of is. But definitely psychologically keeps you motivated. I still stand by this is the best way to go. I can't believe I've nearly made a whole blanket. And so what I'm going to do is finish this video here because we're really just testing out the hack. Unfortunately, we couldn't get it done in 2 days, but 3 days is not bad because this is the bulk of the blanket. All I have to do now is sew in the ends, attach them all together, put a border on. So there's not that much to do. You could get a blanket done in a week for sure. And I'll include that in the next video where we'll put everything together and you'll get to see the blanket finished because that would be a shame to see this beautiful color palette not turn into a blanket. So I hope that this helps you out. We're definitely going to try it on the Persian tiles blanket to see if it would work. And if you have any ideas on any other blanket patterns that you think that this technique would work for, or if you try it out yourself and whether you like it or don't like it, please let me know in the description. And we're going to see you next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. And check out these other videos.